Hey, welcome back, mamas. It's Coach Tina back again with another video. And I know my last one was going to be similar to this, but I'm going with this because it's something I need to be making, and so I'm sharing it with you as I go along. Honestly, my videos are always based on what's really going on in my real life. I do not just randomly come up with ideas. Occasionally you guys will ask for something, but for the most part, I really am just cooking what I would be cooking for my family. And I just take you along for the ride because I know everybody's kind of searching for new ideas and inspiration. And well, I guess as a coach and kind of a teacher personality, it's just what I do. So what I am doing today is I am making up 4 freezer meals, and I am going to actually take you through the whole process of me cooking these, all the way from writing on the bags to putting it all together, bagging it, and we're gonna just kind of see how long it takes. Now right now at this time it's 3:10, so I should probably write a little note. I'm just gonna write 3:10 because I won't remember by the time we're done. And we'll come back and just see how long it took to put 4 freezer meals together. Now I found a recipe, which of course I'll link, and I have it sitting right here. I'm making oven baked chicken fajitas, and I am making 4 recipes specifically. Well, one, I want to stock my freezer a little bit, but really I'm making 3 of these for my son and daughter-in-law. They are expecting a baby, and I had decided that I would like to start bulk cooking and allow and have them be able to stock their freezer. So we will be bringing those to our kids, the extra meals, so we can be stocking their freezer. So when the baby comes, they have some quick, easy meals to make. And we still have, it's July. We still have like a couple of months left until he comes. And I figured if I just make a couple meals extra every week, it won't be so hard on our budget, and I won't feel like I'm doing a ton of cooking. And before this video is over, I'll tell you how much I spent on 4 dinners for all of us. So I'm writing on the bags right now, and it's just chicken fajita bake. And you cook this at 400 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. And you just need to thaw it. So for this, it's best just pull it out early in the morning, set it in the fridge. By evening, it'll be relatively thawed out. And then I'm putting the date here. And so that will make it quick and easy for them to do. You could totally probably cook this from frozen, to be honest. I would just start it early in the morning. And honestly, I don't see why this couldn't go in the crock pot too. So, save yourself a little trouble, right? And remember that the timing of this is going to be a little off because I'm spending time just talking to you guys where I'm not actually working. If I was working on this alone, it'd go probably a lot faster. But since I have you guys on the ride, we'll just count that it's going to be a few extra minutes, okay? So, and the date, and then one more bag. And I do not have those fancy holders for these bags. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? They make holders that hold the Ziplocs up and open so you can fill them easily. So yeah, I don't have those, so we're gonna just do good old-fashioned, messy, dump it in the bag style. I don't know what to tell you. So let's see here, and then the date. Okay, we have 4 bags ready to roll. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is chop up all the veggies. So this recipe calls for 2 red, 2 green peppers, and 4 onions. So I'm gonna try a trick. There's a YouTuber I love. Her channel is called From It Up, and I'm gonna link it below. Sorry, I'm gonna try her trick. She says if you cut onions on wet paper towels, you won't cry. So we're gonna give that a shot today. We're gonna totally do this. All right. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this because it takes half a green and half a red per bag. And so I measured out properly. I might just like cut and start filling, and 1 onion per bag. So I might do it that way and then top it with chicken, seasonings, and then mix them all up. So here I've got my wet paper towel, and we're gonna test out, I think it's Sarah. I just started watching her, but oh my gosh, I love her. The things she does on her channel, the food she cooks, and the way she talks. She is such a blessing, and I just truly, truly enjoy her channel so much. So I'll link it. Please go check it out because she's, well, you'll enjoy her. You'll really enjoy her. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing. So if you guys, okay, so here's a little bit of a request. If you guys know of some great make-ahead freezer meals, please link them because I will seriously continue to be doing these videos for a little while. You know what I need? I need a garbage bowl. Hold on a second. This is what I washed my produce in, so I'm gonna just set it right up here. I didn't get organic this time. I happened to just be going to Walmart today, which I normally do not shop at Walmart too much, but I just happened to be going there. So I decided I would just do my shopping there and get everything I needed. Let me see how they say to chop the onions. Usually you chop them a little bit bigger, right? Yeah, sliced. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of do a rough slice on them. So one whole onion is going to go in a bag, and I'm gonna probably do this and break them up a little bit. So there's some slices. Kind of got distracted and wasn't paying attention, but here we go. Anyway, all right, so I'm gonna cut these probably a little thinner now that I'm paying attention, but the kids will survive, I could always make this bag for me and my husband too. But one meal for us, 3 for the kids. That should get them well set up. And trust me, once this baby's born, I'll be heading over to their house to see them, right? You gotta know that I'm gonna do it. Okay, let's go ahead and just keep trucking with the onions. So anyway, if you guys have amazing recipes you know and love that freeze well, cook well later on, I would really appreciate any links. I have actually never tried this recipe, so y'all, if you decide to try it, just know I am trying it right alongside you. But I mean, how wrong can you go with chicken, peppers, onions, and wonderful seasonings? I mean, it sounds good to me. And as you know, I like all things Mexican food. And if you didn't know, God bless you. I love it. I love it. So anyway, so let's get these chopped up, and we're gonna fill this last bag with this batch of onions right here. And then we'll move on to another bag. I think I'll just go by the by each food type, you know, like onions, and then I'll do peppers. Well, that's gonna make a lot of fajitas, which is good. Our kids actually have a roommate that lives with them, and so who happens to be an amazing cook. Okay, so there's, oh, I put it in the same bag. Okay, no wonder why it was a lot. We'll just take off half of that. Sorry guys, this is real life here. I just am living it and doing it with you guys. And I have to say my eyes burn a little bit. Maybe I didn't add enough water to my paper towel. Nope. Whew. If I get to crying, I'll pause the video. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's turn this over. Maybe we need to start fresh here because I got a few tears. Can you guys see that? Okay, Sarah, I'm struggling here with my eyeballs watering. Okay, anyway, so so yeah, I'm looking for more. And I actually did find, let me see, I was kind of surfing Pinterest this morning looking for ideas of things to make for the kids. And then that's when it occurred to me, oh, I think I'll share this with you guys as I go along. But I would like, I'd like several chicken dishes, several beef dishes. We don't eat pork or shellfish. So no pork or shellfish, and if you do share a pork or shellfish, that's fine. I can always sub in another source of protein for that. Okay, bag 3. Okay, and bag 4. Oh my gosh. You guys, I am so not perfect, and I am so not, you know what, they call people that do things on YouTube like influencers, and I kind of don't like that at all. I think I'm just, you know, regular old Coach Tina, regular old Tina, just Tina. And I'm just a goofball, okay? That's really the truth of it. That's what I am. Okay, so here we go, last onion. And okay, I do have to say, I flipped that paper towel over and it is helping more. And overall, my eyes did not get that bad, which normally with onions, it can get pretty bad. So I'm impressed. This is legit. From It Up knows her stuff though. I mean, that woman is a brilliant genius. Let me tell you what. I love following her channel. I love all her ideas. I love the meals she cooks. Okay, so there we go. There's a few little straight onions here. And we'll pop those in. And then we're gonna throw this away. On to the peppers. So, half a green, half a red per bag. So I'm gonna just cut the tops off, cut the bottoms off. Ooh, usually that'll pop out a little easier. There we go. Center. And we'll just take the sides down here. Ooh. Okay, there we go. And we will chop these up as well into kind of thin, you know, fajita type strips, right? That's what we're looking for. I think this will be a really great, easy meal. And I really would, I'm gonna tell the kids too, I would totally make this in a crock pot. I don't see why this wouldn't work well in the crock pot as well. You could just pop it in the morning and then dinner would be done that afternoon. I might have to try it. Actually, I'll try to remember. I will try to remember when I cook this for real, because I am going to freeze this because I have leftovers to eat tonight. I will try to remember to share with you guys how it came out. Okay, so that was a whole pepper, so we kind of gotta, I wanna mix it because I don't want all the same. So, okay, so we're gonna put half. This isn't science, right guys? I don't know. You know what, you wanna know something too? When I bake, I don't measure, I don't weigh things. And I know weighing is like a big thing for people that bake, and I don't. Is that something? I don't know, it's just not my groove. Okay, another pepper. Cut the top, cut the bottom. Look at it, it took its own top out. That's very generous of it. Okay, here, I'll try to set it aside and actually split it up. I really am more organized if I'm not talking to people. I know, oh my gosh. All right, so let's see here. So we just had our son's baby shower, well, son and daughter-in-law's baby shower this weekend, and it was such a special time, and the Lord is blessing those kids so much. And if you're a praying person, please pray that he continues to just watch over and bless them. They are on such a new adventure right now in life, and it's so exciting to see. But of course, you know, I want them to know that they are well cared for, well loved, and well watched over, and they really, truly are. So we're having a little grandbaby boy, and he's due in September, and everything is going along quite well. And we are very, very thankful for that. And they are so excited. And our kids haven't even been married very long. They got married a year ago, May. And we were just incredibly blessed that they decided to have children pretty darn quick. So it's awesome. And our kids live a little ways away from us, but not too terribly far. It's about an hour, a little over an hour from my house, but it's not bad. It's doable for sure. Okay, so let me see here. So yeah, so we had baby shower. They were spoiled. Lots of great stuff. They will be lacking nothing for this sweet baby. And we are so excited to meet him pretty soon, but we want him to stay where he is for the meantime. It's too soon to come out. But this is our first grandbaby. So it is really very exciting for us. Very exciting season. And we've already started baby proofing. We have a baby gate right back here. I don't know if you can, no, you can't see it. So we have a baby gate where our laundry room is already. And we're starting to prep our house for lots of time, which, you know, we're ridiculous because this baby can't even walk for a while. But, you know, you just get excited and you start doing the things, right? I don't know. How many of you guys have grandbabies? Tell me what it's like. Everybody says it's unlike anything you've ever experienced in your life. That's what they keep telling us. So we are looking forward to it. Okay. Oop. All right. So a little bit of icky there. So anyway, what else do I got going on these days? We are puppy raising nowadays. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you guys have tips or tricks for raising puppies to stop all the biting, oh my gosh, all the biting, please share. If you have favorite trainers on YouTube, please share with me. We are helping our daughter she wanted to get a puppy, and we were totally on board with that. We thought it would be a great thing for her, and she's an adult and she doesn't live at home, but she is a manager and she works a lot of hours. So we told her, yeah, if you want to get a puppy, we'll help you out. That sounds good. We'll be there to help puppy sit and help take care of this sweet baby and so on. And so she said, okay. And so, whoo, you forget. I mean, I knew it would be hard, but boy, I forget how out of control bitey they can be. And you know, we've watched a lot of YouTube videos and we tried like a lot of tricks and nothing is working so far. And everybody, you know, some people are just saying, it's just time. It's just she'll outgrow that at some point. And I can't wait. But her name is Ophelia and her middle name is Jean. So she goes by OJ a lot. So I told my daughter, well, if you're gonna call her OJ, then everything has to be orange, right? I mean, it makes sense to me. I don't know. Anyway, so we have been raising a puppy and it has been a joy and exhausting. So exhausting. Okay, I got a big pack of chicken here and I'm going to split it up over these 4 bags. Just gonna cut it in chunks and it looks like, oh, yeah. Yeah, this looks good. The breasts, there's one that's a lot larger than the other 3, but I think overall they're pretty equal, so I'm not gonna really worry about it. I'm actually gonna thin these out a little by cutting down the center of them and making the pieces not quite so big. And I think I'll just add 1 per bag. I just don't like it when the chicken is super thick. I just feel it's too much. And honestly, I'd really like to be buying pasture-raised chicken, but we just kind of haven't gotten there in the budget yet. Ooh, speaking of stuff that I wish I had, today I am wearing this apron, and it is a true vintage apron, and I adore this thing. And I am hoping to eventually get a sewing machine again. That's something I gave up when we left and followed the Lord's calling in our lives. And it was one thing that couldn't make it with me, and so it's on my wish list. I'd really, really like to get a sewing machine and start making aprons. I just think it would be such a hoot to have some different fun aprons each time I talk to you guys. Is that dorky? I don't know. Anyway, it's what I want to do. I want some cute aprons, fun, bright colors. Maybe I'll even someday get a Oil of Joy apron. Wouldn't that be cute? Oh my gosh, that'd be so cute. So anyway, that's just a thought, but isn't this apron just like super darling? It connects in the back like that. I'm all having a fashion show with you guys while I'm trying to cook. Oh well, you just get what kind of randomly comes into my mind. Sorry about that. So yeah, anyway, I love these vintage ones, but I really don't like to wear it too often. I don't want to make a mess of it, and I want to preserve it because I love vintage old things. I think they're just fantastic. Do you guys collect vintage stuff? Anybody else? Or is it just me? No, I know it's not just me. My husband and I actually love to go antiquing. And I don't even know if you guys care to know any more things about me, but I guess I'm gonna share because you and I have some time here while we're cooking this up. So anyway, let me see, what else do I got going on? I have been, if you guys have followed along, you've seen that I am getting a CSA box, a Consumer Supported Agriculture box. So every week we get a bunch of fresh produce, and really it's just my husband and I here at home, and so it's a lot of produce for 2 people. So I've been learning a lot about preservation methods, and I have a dehydrator that my daughter-in-law, the one who's pregnant, gave me a while back. So I've been having a lot of fun dehydrating and making things out of what we can't eat from our CSA, because I am definitely not going to waste a thing out of that. And I'm dehydrating like carrot tops and turnip greens and all kinds of stuff that, you know, we eat some of it, but it's just too much. And then all the greens, I am taking and turning those into powders, so I can easily add them to soups or chilies or some, you know, darker baked goods, things like that. I mean, really, you could put them in just about anything that you don't mind it being a little bit of a green shade to it. Okay, let's see. We're almost done with chicken. Let's go in this bag. And we're on our last breast here. And I'll just move that over there. And I'm going to share with you guys, I think I said this, I'm going to show you my receipt when I'm done. I forgot to bring it over here, so I'll have to run and grab it. But I'm gonna share with you my receipt because I was actually really impressed at what I was able to make these 4 dinners. And I mean, honestly, when you see how much food is in here, I really think these could be 4 dinners and a lunch maybe. And I will honestly be making up some Spanish rice, something like that for the kids too, so that they can have that on the side, and I'll freeze it. And, or maybe just brown rice, I don't know yet. I'll figure out something to cook with it, but I'll be sure to give them rice, and I'll give them, you know, a package of corn tortillas to go with this. And being that this is a fuel pull, you guys can take this any direction you want. You can totally make this into an S, and if you need it dairy-free, I would make guacamole to go on top of this and add black olives, you know, to the side. Maybe make a nice salad for it to top with all those wonderful extras, you know, the S extras to make it delicious. That's what I would do. And if you want it to be an E, I would use corn tortillas, a couple of corn tortillas, which I've said this before, but I'll say it again. 2 regular corn tortillas from the grocery store are considered on plan for an E. If you can find the sprouted corn tortillas, you can have 4 of those because they're a little lower glycemic. And so, yeah, I would totally make these up. I would warm up some corn tortillas to go with this and add a little salsa. And you don't need to worry about the cheese if you're dairy-free. This will be totally delicious without. Okay, so let's put this away. I'm gonna wash my hands really quick because I am covered in chicken. So let's get washed up, and then I can move on to adding the seasoning. It takes some oil, and the recipe that I have calls for a little more oil than what we can put in per serving. So I'm gonna cut it back a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that oil back to make sure that we are staying well within a fuel pull range and not getting over that, so that you can enjoy this in any setting, because that's the whole point. Okay, so let me see here. Here's our garbage bowl. Let me pull these back. Okay, so we have all 4 of our bags here, and I'm gonna sneak around, and I have all my seasonings lined up. All right, and somewhere in here, I thought I had a measuring spoon. I had a measuring spoon and I don't know where it went, but that's okay. Moving on. So, okay, so it says we're gonna put all this in, and then each one's gonna get a little oil, and they actually call for 2 tablespoons. And I'm just gonna put 1 tablespoon in per bag, just to make sure, okay? So I've got this handy dandy little measuring device here, and I'm just gonna pour a little oil in each one. And if you're getting 4 servings out of this, you're doing fine with a tablespoon each. If you wanna cut it back, be my guest. And yes, I am using olive oil. It's not the greatest one to cook with. It's what I have on hand, and so that's what's getting used. And we're just hoping and it's all gonna be fine. So there's a tablespoon per bag. And then of course, if you wanted to make this to be an S, then just go ahead and do 2 tablespoons. There's really no problem with that at all. Okay, and then I'm gonna follow down the list of, let's see, I need chili powder next. And we'll add that. And I will link to this recipe below so you can follow along. And honestly, I'm probably gonna change it up just a little bit because I just know how our family likes to eat. So I'm gonna, you know, zhuzh it, as they say. I'm gonna zhuzh it up a little bit. Okay. So we're doing chili powder in all the bags. And last one. Okay, so there's chili powder. And then we are going to do cumin next. I love cumin. So generally speaking, if a recipe calls for cumin, whatever they ask for, I want twice as much. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Obviously this one's brand new. So So I'm going to definitely, oops, I can go in my garbage bowl. Oh, I could have saved some of that. Do you guys save the scraps of your veggies so you can make veggie broth later on? I am totally doing that so that I can make a nice soup when fall gets here, and I'm saving all my scraps. So I'll probably go through that bowl actually, now that I think about it, and pull out the onion skins and things like that. It's also great if you want to make bone broth. If you get a whole chicken and you want to make bone broth, having those scraps, yummy, makes a great bone broth. Okay, and then we're on to garlic powder. Let's see, we've got this guy here. I'm gonna just wipe off the outside edge of that so it doesn't get it everywhere. All right, so garlic powder for each guy here. And seriously, this is so fast, you guys. And then oregano, because you don't have to pre-cook anything. You literally don't have to do anything but throw it together. Okay, so, ooh, this one the bag is wanting. See, this is when you need those little cool bag holder opener things. I don't know what they are, you guys. But I wouldn't mind having them because I'm really going to be doing a lot of these for myself and for the family. I really think that this is a great way to save money, because also if you're tired, long day, whatever you've got going on in your life, illness, anything, it's just such a great tool to have dinner ready, and all you literally have to do is pull it out, think about it in the morning, or like I said, I think you could get away with cooking it from frozen. This calls for seasoned salt, and I don't have that, so we're just using some salt. I don't know what else is in seasoned salt, but this is as far as I'm going with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add a fair amount of salt to each bag. So that one's done. We'll set it there. Okay. See, it would be nice, right? That's okay. We're gonna be okay without it. Maybe someday if I do this a lot, I'll invest in those. I have no idea what they're called. I will link to some so you guys can see what I'm talking about. If you're sitting here going, I have no idea what you're talking about, I will totally link to some, okay? So you can understand what I'm saying. Look I found my measuring spoon. Oh well. I made it work, babies. I made it work. Okay. That one was a little light on salt. I'll probably keep that one. I don't like as much salt as the average person does. So now it says to lay it out and kind of squish it down, and then to, you know, mix it up. Get it all stirred together in the bag. See, I mean, really, I've only dirtied up a few dishes, a couple of different cutting boards. I am telling you what, my friends, this is my kind of meal making right here. I will have minimal dishes to do when I'm done. The chicken, I'm really most concerned the chicken's getting coated, so I'm glad I put the chicken on last because the veggies will absorb the flavor. All right, so that bag is done, so I'm gonna open it up and flatten it out and get as much of the air out as I can and seal it. And it's gonna go frozen into the freezer just like that. Excuse me. Okay, and then we'll do this one again, mixing it up. Getting all those veggies mixed into it too. But like I said, I'm more concerned with the meat getting all that flavor on it and around it. Oh my gosh. This makes me happy. Fajita salads, just fajitas, corn tortillas. If you can do the low carb tortillas, you could totally load up your low carb tortillas with these. If you can find the bee-free, that looks good. If you can find those bee-free wraps, those work on plan for those who are allergy people. So if you can find those, they're a blessing, that's for sure. I don't see them around too often anymore. They're harder to find, and I don't know why exactly. But, oops, I got a little piece stuck up there in that. Okay. Yeah, if you can find those bee-free wraps though, These would be delicious inside there. You can make your own. If you can do Wonder Wraps, that would be a great option. Okay, dinner 2. Yeah, I mean, you could actually turn this into a fajita soup too if you wanted to. You could totally add chicken broth or bone broth into a crock pot and dump this all in. Let it cook first, then add broth and whatever else your heart desires. You could do that. I mean, this could be a great base for a lot of things, truly. It's just well seasoned, delicious. But I'd probably go the simple route, honestly. I love corn tortillas, so I would totally be down for turning this into just regular old fajitas for dinner. It would be delicious, easy, my kind of meal. And the instructions on this, I don't know if I actually said this part, but the instructions on it are actually to bake it at 400 for 20 to 25 minutes. Just put it in a baking pan, and let it go, which would also be equally very, very easy to do. So, okay, we're almost wrapped up, guys. Let me see. What time did I say? Where's my bag that has my time? 3:10. Okay, in real time, I have been working on this for 30 minutes. I just made 4 meals in 30 minutes, not including cooking time, but I prepped 4 meals in 30 minutes, give or take. I would say I actually did, because I did some goofing around and losing things and talking to you guys and, you know, all those other things. So I would say I really did do it in 30 minutes. So, okay, that looks like it's well mixed. We're gonna get all that air out. And voila, 4 dinners ready to go in the freezer just like that. Those didn't even get dirty. I have to put those things away. Now, do you want to know how much it cost? 1 second, I have to get the receipt. Okay, I found the receipt. Sorry, I had left it in my purse and I wanted to find it, and I calculated it out how much this is per meal, and this should make enough food for 4 people. That's what the recipe says anyway. It's good for 4 people. And I think if you added a side of rice and some corn tortillas, which would be negligible in price, maybe another 50 cents to $1 per serving. No, for the whole thing. I'm sorry, for the whole thing. Because if you just added a couple corn tortillas and a little bit of rice, or if you have black beans, you could totally add that to this and it would be delicious, and it would actually stretch this quite a bit if you bought it in a bag, dry, and then, you know, cook them up. So anyways, but for just this, for these 4 meals, so 16 servings, my total here was $17.61. My onions were $2.55. The boneless chicken breast was $9.73, which was obviously my most expensive part. And if you wanted to make these e-meals and cut it back, you could totally cut that in half and add in black beans for an added source of protein into this easily. And that would be delicious, and it would make it even less expensive. The bell peppers, my green bell peppers were $1.56 for both, and my red bell peppers were $2.66 for both. And like I said, I just went to Walmart. It was close to where I was. I don't normally shop there, but I really wanted to go and just buy everything, see how much it cost, and share it with you. Of course, there's all my seasonings that I already had here at home, so there would be a little bit of added expense. But at $4.40 per dinner, you could easily say these are it'd be generous to round up to $5 per dinner, which is an amazing deal, even in today's economy and everything that's going on. So I will link to this recipe in the description box, and I will try to remember to link those little holder ups for these bags so that you can fill them. And I will be back doing more of these. If you guys have any recipes you know work, or you want me to try out, or you want me to THM it, if there's something you loved in the past that you want to see on plan, go ahead and link it for me and I'll take a look at it. And if I can THM it, I will for sure do it. Okay, guys. So anyways, that's it for today. I made fajitas. I got 3 meals for my kids and 1 for my husband and I. I'm super happy about that. Took about 30 minutes and I'm on to the next thing. Okay, God bless. Thanks for watching me. I'll talk to you later. Bye.